welcome to my channel. Today we have missing Brian Wehrle. Forgive me, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. He went missing September 24, 2009 from Carrollton County, Georgia. He was 39 years old, 5'7" to 5'10". It said he went missing from his parents' home, but he had, I don't know if something happened to his parents and he was at their house, like cleaning it, at his mother's house in Carrollton County. He was driving a light blue 1992 Buick LeSabre 4-door tag AYN 5020. The car was found in Chattanooga, Tennessee 3 months later with a stolen tag. His tag has not been recovered. Some of his personal items are found in the car, but the iPod that he had with him had not been found. He lived with his partner in Atlanta, Georgia. He also had a farm. And they said that a tall, thin black man had been reportedly parked the vehicle there in October. So I don't know. He had court date that he never showed up for. Here's a picture of him. I don't know if he picked up a hitchhiker or if something happened to him at a gas station, if he stopped for gas or what happened. But obviously something happened to him somewhere. Strawberry blonde hair, blue eyes. Let's see. And this is so close to Alabama. He had a court date right in Carroll County. He lived in Atlanta. This is so close to Alabama. And then his vehicle's all the way in Tennessee. So I wonder if somebody else had court and something happened to him because he went to the courthouse, or if he picked up a hitchhiker, or if something happened to him in Atlanta on the way to Atlanta or on the way back. It's just, you just don't know, right? And here's where one of the John Does was found here, and his vehicle was found here, so I was looking at that. Here's the FBI. There's a poster you can download that talks about it. His middle name was Anthony. Blonde hair, blue eyes, dark blonde hair. It says like sandy blonde maybe. Left behind his possessions, including his cell phone. His vehicle was also initially missing, but it was later recovered with a key in the ignition in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He has no known ties there. He lived in Atlanta, Georgia with his partner. It says foul play is suspected. Please contact authorities if you have any information. It says the Carrollton Police Department. And then here's the Charlie Project that has several pictures of him. And it says he was 39 years old, 140 pounds, 5'7", had a heart condition, wore a pacemaker, suffers from rheumatoid arthritis, which limits his mobility. It talks about his vehicle. Says a neighbor saw him working in his garage or his mom's garage at 2 a.m. He suffered from insomnia, slept odd hours. It wasn't unusual to see him up at that hour. His neighbor said when he left for work at 8:30 a.m., his car was gone from the garage. He had an appointment at the Carroll County Probate Court at 9 a.m., but missed it. So then you wonder if he got there and something happened to him at the courthouse or on the way, or what might have happened. He left behind many of his possessions, including his cell phone, medication, clothing, shoes, toiletry, at his parents' home, but his vehicle, it talks about that, was recovered Judson Lane and Chamberlain Avenue in Chattanooga, Tennessee, over 2 hours north of Carrollton. The Georgia license plate had been removed and replaced with a stolen Tennessee plate. The original plate was never recovered. Some of his belongings were in the car. The keys were in the ignition. His iPod was missing. His car had been parked at that location for more than a month. Someone had reportedly seen an African American in his 20s with a slender build wearing a dark colored pants and a short sleeve black shirt parking it there during the last week of October. So now I'm wondering, did somebody have court from Tennessee in Carroll Probate Court, or get out of jail maybe on that date, or just shortly before that date from Tennessee? I mean, are they looking into something like that? It seems like that might have happened. The person was never identified. He lived with his partner on Morningside Drive in Atlanta, Georgia at the time he disappeared. He also owned a farm 2 hours north of there. It normally takes about an hour to drive from Atlanta to Carrollton, but due to the flooding in the area, it had taken 4 hours for him to get to his parents' home. He delayed his return home due to the road conditions. He is described as a spatial thinker who worked as a land surveyor before he went missing. Since his disappearance, nobody's used his credit or debit cards. He had 9 siblings and a loving uncle. He was a loving uncle to his nieces and nephews. Foul play is suspected. So it makes you think, what's near the courthouse? Is it near the jailhouse? Did somebody get out of jail is what I'm wondering, or have court the day before? It just seems odd. And here's a John Doe that kind of reminded me of him. And Kerr Lake, Virginia, found July 21st, 2010. Estimated height 5'8" to 6'2", 45 to 60 years old. Talks about the x-rays. Victim skeletal remains were found next to a wooded area near the beach at Kerr Lake. So, that would be a smart place to put somebody, I guess. Here's someone in Florida. I think that's the opposite direction, but I'm including them. Age 30 to 70 years old. Found July 27, 2009. Oh, yeah, but they were hit by a vehicle, so I really don't think that's him. Clarksville, Virginia. Found November 21st, 2009. Estimated age 35 to 55 years old. Estimated PMI is about 2 weeks. Measured 5'6", which is close to 5'7". Measured 116 pounds, but this has been after they had been there for a while, floating in a lake. They had a tattoo of a dog, Doberman, with Capone written on it, on their right shoulder. Wore a size 9 shoe, 30 by 30 Levi Strauss, so they were pretty thin. And blue denim jeans, so white socks. Then we have a man found in Beaufort, Georgia, and that's when I was looking at when I had that map up. Found in 2015, 5'5" to 5'8", 18 to 50 years old. Estimated year of death 2009 to 2014. Water Authority crew was clearing a wooded area when they discovered the remains. Oh yeah, I was going through the Doe Network. So, this man was found 2010, Savannah, Georgia, decomposed, 6'2", 185 pounds, 45 to 65 years old. Sound like he committed suicide. I don't know what happened or what he went through, but they said he jumped into the river. You can pause this and read it if you want to. I wonder what happened to him or what he went through that made him do that. I don't know if he looks like him at all. And Marietta, Georgia, somebody was found in 2010 near a complete or complete skeleton. And by Georgia power workers at the bottom of a hill alongside power lines. May have been homeless because there was an empty tent at the top of the hill. Montgomery, Alabama, 5'9", found in 2011. You can pause this and read it if you like to. Near the railroad tracks, Harris Street. And West Virginia, found in 2012, 35 to 55 years old. Estimated date of death years prior. Partial cranium found on the base of a rock cliff of an old rock quarry by a student who was, I don't know what that word is or what they were doing, but If you have any information about what might have happened to him, please contact authorities and let them know. Don't forget to pray for his family and his loved ones. I feel like somebody has to know what happened to him. Feel free to leave comments and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.